Señores y señoritas. Welcome to today's episode, which is rather different. You're going to be traumatised and thrilled in equal measures. Some moments will have you inspired, others reaching for something medicinal. You'll know what I mean when you see it. Anyway, welcome to Thumbs Up Photography, a really special episode. Crack on. So you are aware no animals or stereotypes were harmed during the filming of this episode. But perhaps some of the cast should have been. Great lip action there, Stephen. Impressive.
Stop all this nonsense. Why do people always start vlogs from Scotland with bagpipes? Good, come on.
At least he's not wearing a kilt and all that entails, you know.
I really miss Scotland. I really fancy another little trip to Blackrock Cottage. Be great, wouldn't it? Oh, I tell you what, I wonder what the boys are doing. Right, let's find out.
That is not tea, by the way.
Oh, what does he want now? Oh, bloody Olympus again. Oh, I wouldn't mind a road trip though. I wonder where he wants to go. Scotland? Oh, I'm well up for that. When do you want to go, Dave? Pack me bag, missus! I'm off to Scotland!
Living the dream, boys.
Olive oil and macadamia salaga. Oh wow, that's a stunner. What is that? Dave Peck. Do I want to go to Scotland? Too damn right.
I did warn you.
I wonder if Steve wants to go.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. All right, Colin, straight away.
Where's that darned kilt when you want one?
You're all right, Cole. Scotland, mate. Now, get your bags packed.
Scotland? Oh yeah, wicked. Can you pick me up, mate? Me clutch has got on my van again.
Yeah, mate. I want to get to pick you up. No problem. All right. See you shortly.
There's specialist websites for that view, Steve.
Scotland!
Don't know what it is. I feel I forgot something. Last minute rush. Got everything together. Got the beer. Now scissor. Camera bag. Passport. Beer. That's it. That's all a man want. Yorkshire tea. Something else. I'm sure something else. I've got to go. Okay. Still think I forgot something for the last 4 hours. The anxiety is getting to me. I really think I forgot something. Too late now, definitely too late now. How's it going?
How was your drive up?
Oh, pretty good, pretty damn good, yeah.
Where's Colin?
I feel I forgot something.
Where's Colin?
Eh?
You're supposed to be Colin though. He's in the back, isn't he? You haven't me on.
I forgot him.
What?
I forgot him.
How could you forget Colin?
Honestly, I forgot Colin.
You have to go back and get him.
Oh, you're joking. I know I forgot something.
Steve,
I better ring him, man.
You better.
Don't you want to ring him?
I'm not covering up your dirty work.
He's going to kill me, isn't he? What am I going to say?
Just have to apologise and say you've been an horse.
An horse?
An horse?
Oh. Colin?
All right, mate, where are you?
Where am I? Mate, you ain't going to believe it. I'm next to the 3 sisters and the 4 brothers. Honestly, you ain't going to believe it. I forgot you.
You're joking, right? We only spoke about this last night.
Yeah, I know I am. I know I am.
Drive up.
Yeah, can't you drive up?
The clutch on my van's knackered, remember?
Oh yeah, his clutch is gone. Oh mate, I'm ever so sorry. I don't know what to do. I'll pay for a train ride up somewhere, I don't know. We'll sort something.
Train ride? You're taking the piss?
Alright, look, I gotta go because we'll go in the pub.
Yeah, I choked you.
Alright mate, yeah. I'll see you later. Put it like this, I heard him kick something and punch something and...
Well, he's been telling me, last time I was out for Cannock Chase, he said it's the one place he's always wanted to come. It's actually on his bucket list.
So he's never been here before?
No. You've got some serious making up to do.
What are we going to do?
Buy him some flowers?
I know what I'll do. I'll buy him a nick on.
Don't kick a dead dog while it's down.
How many Osmo pocket users does it take to drink a pub dry? Look at them all on the table. Ridiculous.
Things really aren't working out how we'd have hoped. I mean, we're not shy of photographing in bad weather, but it couldn't really be any worse, could it?
No.
We've actually pulled up to a hut house thing.
Bothy?
I'm useless.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's a cottage.
It's a cottage.
It's a cottage.
White cottage.
At the base of one of the 3 sisters. That's all I know.
That book served you well then.
There's an import there.
There is an import over there, but I'm not getting out to go and look at it. Not in this weather.
No.
You big Jessies.
But yeah, it's basically at the bottom of Glencoe, and you've got waterfalls coming down, got a cottage there, beautiful mountains. Not that we can see much of them because it's crap.
Crappity crap.
Absolutely, completely shrouded in, loads of rain, a little bit breezy, and you've got some nutters going out and on their canoes, rather than me. Yeah. So the weather's still not improved. Excuse the barnet. So we thought, well, what better thing to do? Landscape photography always comes well with food. So we've come to a pub,
Come on, son.
the Clack Egg Inn.
Well done.
Well, that didn't work out. We walked in, 5 fine Englishmen,
Have you seen your hair?
turned away by the Scottish. Casual racism.
Or common sense?
No, it's that they haven't got any staff to serve us, so we're going to go and find somewhere else for breakfast. What's up?
That's your.
What's
your,
it?
that is.
What's that?
That's upside down pineapple. What's that mean? What's an upside down pineapple mean?
You like fruit?
Even I had to look it up.
Upside down?
The cogs are whirring.
What's it mean? What have you done to me?
Poor sod.
I've had people flashing me last night because of that. That's what they're flashing me for, isn't it?
Maybe.
They obviously like pineapples
I
too.
pulled up in the car park and a load of people flashing at me last night.
Living the dream, son.
Oh, other than that, yes.
So, after a pretty poor morning's photography, we've drove around for a bit and finally found somewhere that will do breakfast for us, and that is Spoons in Fort William. We're all, as you can see, a bit downbeaten.
The don't do your city.
The weather's not been great, it's not been very kind to us. None of us have really got our cameras out the back. So, yeah, it's just the way it is sometimes. But, yeah, we'll get some food down us, pick our spirits back up, and I'm sure we'll have a good afternoon's photography.
Dust down those tuxedos for the award ceremonies, boys. Bravo.
Yum.
So I've decided Scotland absolutely hates us. All the while, driving along Lochlochie, weather's actually not been too bad. No rain, hardly any wind, and it was all looking really nice. We pulled over to a spot that looks absolutely beautiful. Got some really nice old gnarly trees, which I absolutely love, as you probably know. And yeah, a lot of bearded lichen around, and we still have some little pockets of colour, even on the 1st of December, which it is today.
His face.
And yeah,
Oh, mate.
got out the vans and the cars, and it's just absolutely pelted it down, and the wind's picked up, and it's horrendous. But
There's always beer.
we haven't drove all this way not to take any photos, so we're just going to persevere. Everything's getting wet, but so what? It is what it is. I have framed up a shot. I don't know if it's going to work because it's breaking one of the rules that I tend to have for woodland photography, and that is I've got a big, massive portion of sky in the frame. But I think with the colour that we have and the composition that I've got, it might just work. We'll have to see. Let me spin you around and show you the composition. As you can see, you've got this sort of knoll here with these trees on. I think there may be built beech trees, possibly silver birches, but yeah, a little mixture of trees here, but it's looking really quite nice. And the rain that we do have actually is helping soften the scene, especially in the background there. But on the left hand side here, you've got this, what I believe to be a young beech tree, which has still got this lovely colour on it over here. And you've got this other tree here, which has got some lovely shape, twisted shape to it, and another one on the right hand side, all set on this little sort of mound, if you like, which has got some lovely mossy boulders down here. So yeah, I think it's going to work out quite nicely. Basically what I've done is a 5-sweep pano in vertical orientation from left to right, which I'll bring together in post. What I am also doing with the wind that we have, I've got the ISO to 1600 to get 1/50th of a second, just enough to freeze the leaves a little bit. But yeah, it should turn out quite nice. Like I say, the rain, if you can bear it, actually can help the scene and soften that background ever so slightly. So I think it should work out quite nice. Obviously with the rain as well, what I'm also doing between each shot, I'm getting my cloth out, my lovely pink cloth, and just wiping the lens, take the shot, wipe the lens, take the shot.
Wiping the lens, take the shot, wipe the lens, take the shot.
Wiping the lens, take the shot, wipe the lens, take the shot.
And yeah, we'll see if it works out okay. So I'll put the shot on screen for you now. Let us know what you think in the comments. Now, over to one of the other guys and let's see what shots they've got.
So, this rain, as soon as we got out of the cars and the van, it became absolutely biblical. Good old Scottish weather, proper Scottish weather. But I've had to hang off talking to you guys because I'm filming on the Pocket 3 and it's not got any weather sealing. It's really temperamental in damp conditions, I don't want to break it. All my colleagues have gone scuttling off into the undergrowth, all getting giddy about the very, very last of the autumn colour. There's just a few trees with a little bit of colour popping. And me, well, I've gone for an explorer. I've gone into the deepest, darkest side of the road. Yeah, I'm stuck between the van and the car. I'm going nowhere fast. But in front of me, there's a nice little ridge line. There's a nice dark forest behind. Just a couple of gnarly trees with a nice little bit of colour still popping. As this rain seems to be blowing back in again and getting a little bit heavier, yeah, I'm going to get this shot.
Absolutely brutal that. I've realised that my trousers
Where are you going with this?
are not waterproof, and we said, oh, it's going to stop in a minute. Has it? No, it hasn't.
Ah, okay.
So I'm absolutely soaked, but on the positive side, there's some really lovely trees here, still with some leaves on, and the rain that's hammering down is causing so much separation. It's brilliant. I'm just hoping that this Osmo wet. But if I get any good pictures, here they come. I've taken a few, but I'm absolutely drenched now. So back to the car we go.
So I'm in the back of the Peckmobile, and he's taken us to what promises to be, he says, a very welcoming church to give us some sanctuary and respite from all this rain. So I'm looking forward to that. Get out of the rain, have a sit down, get warm. So we'll see what it's like.
Sounds like an ex of mine. Theodore, is that you? Uncanny.
Dave, this church is a bit spooky, mate. Look how dark it is. No, I'm feeling a bit nervy, mate. This is a bit... Jesus Christ. That door is shut on its own.
I'm thinking Baptist 26.
I'm not happy.
Oh, you've met Theodore too. He gave me flowers, just like those.
Lads, I just need to do something. I just need to repent.
So does Theodore.
Whatever, okay.
Forgive me, Colin, for I have sinned. I've left you in no forest here, and I shouldn't have done. I can only apologise, and I hope one day that you can forgive me.
Touching.
Give you Dave. You've got more chance tonight than ticks on a fish.
Did you see Theodore whilst you were there, lads? You got to feel for them a little bit. I mean, they put so much effort in 24 hours into preparing. It's all been a bit rubbish. I think it's penance for leaving Colin behind. Just saying. Warning, Dave's bits, they're radioactive.
Hey up then, it's time for day 2 of this thumbs up road trip, the Scottish special. We're at the Lagenbar Hut, which I'm pronouncing wrong, I'm sure of it. That's down to the right, we're at the side of the 82, we're all packed up, we're ready to go. Dave's got his bright orange pants on, so he's going to lay some road cones out for us. Let's go see what we can find. There's a little section of slack water, a little bit of slow moving water. And I've seen images where it's possible to get a reflection of the cottage. I think I've mentioned it on 1 or 2 other vlogs, and every time I've been disappointed. Well, I'm heading there now, and well, fingers crossed, let's see what we can get. Well, it's about half an hour before sunrise, and you know what? Even if that wind picks up by the time the sun comes up, if we do get any colour, I think them reflections are good enough. So let's get this camera set up. Let's get a shot of this place. Looks like my luck's in.
Someone's has to be.
One thing I've decided to do to get this shot is get my camera super low, really low to the water surface. Again, just maximising those reflections. When you get low, you often get any ripples, especially if they're just slow ripples, as I'm getting at the moment this water, you almost get that liquid mercury look to it if you go a little bit faster with your shutter speed. I'm a bit torn between now that I've actually looked at the images whether I actually like those longer exposures more. But as I said before, I've got the time to experiment, so yeah. So I think it is definitely time now for me to pop this image up, and then we're going to have a bit of a walk around and see what else we can find at this amazing place.
I found this epic shot, get it, reflections, everything, the job lot. Then Suggy comes along, nicks it, and now Martin's nicking it. Hey, you just couldn't write it, could you? You know, I think next time I'm just going to come on my own.
Moany bugger.
Rephrase that, who were you first?
You was.
No, Carl Griffin from
right.
Glencoe Photography. I nicked his shot, handed the baton.
There we go.
And now somebody else is nicking it.
Yeah, yeah.
Interpreting it.
And
huge arms.
You won't see it.
They're blocking the view.
But it's snowing.
Oh, jammy.
There's a slight bit of snow.
Uh-huh.
Ish. How about that?
Cue a slow reveal of a place that's a little bit more secret. Lovely though. Oh. Come on, Stephen. Come on, lad.
Right then, we've just had breakfast at Hajdukiewicz Cafe.
Good choice.
And on the way down, we did come across a truck that had come off the main road in Glencoe.
Boys. Be professional, you dips. Honestly. Get it together.
Oh,
you
no.
just created ripples.
Don't be too proud.
Oh, cut. Right then, we've just had breakfast at Hajdukiewicz Cafe.
Again, good choice.
And on the way down the main Glencoe road, we saw a truck that had come off the road. And we thought to ourselves, well, if we come back up Glencoe after breakfast, we probably will get stuck because it's going to take a while for them to get that truck back onto the road. We tried to come here yesterday and the weather was just absolutely atrocious, but as you can see today, we have glass-like reflections of these beautiful snow-capped mountains. You've got the trees in the background, you've got larches and different pine trees. It's just really beautiful. To me, I would say it looks like somewhere in Canada. It's really quite stunning. One downside of my 28 to 200mm lens is it's just not wide enough to capture the scene in one shot. So what I've done is I've opted for a pano like I did earlier back at the cottage, and just basically taken a 5-sweep pano, left to right, straight across here, simple reflections. But with the conditions that we have and those snow-capped mountains and the clouds that we've got, it looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to put that shot on screen for you now and pass you on to one of the guys.
This is where that kilt would have masked 1,000 sins. I'm not going to lie, I'm proper jealous of this man's work. Git. And of this location too. Oh.
So it's another stop. We've come down Glencoe and we've come down to the waterfalls. I've got this shot many, many times, and what we've done is the whole group's just scattered. We've all gone as different ways, but from where I'm stood, it looks like everyone's congregating in that same place. That shot that I've had before of the main falls. Then I remembered, previously I've actually got a shot from a little bit further down. And what you've got is a spindly little tree, and well, it's a shame that we're at the beginning of December because there's no leaves, no colour on that tree. But I know for a fact that the bottom branch of it just curves over and actually gives, sort of mirrors the shape of the mountain at the head of the valley, at the head of the glen. What I'll do is I'll show you in camera, actually, in the Z8, and you'll be able to see exactly what I mean. So there it is, there's that branch, and hopefully you can see it closely mirrors the shape of that mountain. As I point it out with a magic finger, hopefully you can see it mirrors the shape of that mountain at the head of the glen. So I'm going to get some relatively short shutter speeds, a quarter, maybe a 1/6 of a second for that waterfall, that swirling water in the background. But I'm also going to take, I think, maybe a long exposure, a 30-second exposure. I've used my polarizer to really darken down that water. It's pitch black, and hopefully then any bubbles, any movement in that water will be really brought out by that long exposure as it streaks down towards me. So hopefully I like that composition. I've just put it on the screen, so you've probably seen it before I have. I'm just catching up with the guys. There's Martin. You can probably tell I'm a lot closer to the waterfall now from that noise. Somewhere down there we've got Steve and Dave in those.
Radioactive.
Also loud, bright orange trousers. Looking like he works on motorway repair team.
Does he not?
So let's catch up with them and see what shots they've got.
What a great location this is. First time I've photographed this waterfall. It's been very difficult to photograph though because of the highlights in the sky that I had when I was photographing it. So I've had to bracket shots and change the shutter speed for the water that I want in, then change the shutter speed then to get the exposure correct for the sky, etc. And I'll have to blend them all together, blah, 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 blah. Then I've done a pano, which makes it 5 times as hard, but I've given it a go. I do like how the massive cascade is just bursting out, but in the image it looks like it's drawing you into the shot, if that makes sense. I don't know how these guys have actually got it. How you got on with this? I'll tell you what, it showed me this, what is it? What is it, Olympus?
Olympus OM1 Mark II.
Yeah.
I've just shot a handheld picture 2 seconds and it looks dead sharp. I mean, I haven't put it in the computer yet, but
unbelievable.
Absolutely amazing.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it works, we'll put it up now.
Yeah. Had some fun, what do you think, mate?
I enjoyed that. For someone who is the worst waterfall photographer going, this has been an eye-opener for me today.
Yes.
With you and Gary.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm trees. I love hugging trees.
Martin seems very, very happy. Very, very happy. Yeah, well, it was nice trees yesterday. We can't have it always. I mean, that would look better with some snow. We've got some snow in the far mountain there. Just about to see if I pan you round.
Yeah.
But hopefully tonight we're supposed to have a bit of snow, but aren't we? So that'll be lovely tomorrow.
Around here, if we have a good snowfall overnight, it's going to be spectacular.
Immense.
It really is.
We're on the Skyfall Road on the way down to Glencoe, and hopefully we'll get some fantastic light.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, baby. Some fantastic light when we get down there. I've just ruined it now, and I've absolutely ruined it, and it's not going to happen.
You never know.
Let's go. Let's go down there. Time goes so quick. The real short days, but we've had to absolutely bomb it down to Glencoe. We've managed to get here. The lock is out a fair way, so it changes all the time. Last time we was here, we was forced right up the back there, so it's amazing. But I've managed to come over the little inlet here because I've got my wellies on it. Absolutely stinks. If we had smell-o-vision, and oh my God, but I haven't been able to vlog it because the light was amazing in front of us and behind us, more probably behind. I've managed to get up here, get all these little tributaries and things like that with little puddles of water, reflections, light, everything like that. I don't know how the lads have got on. We'll have a look at theirs in a minute. I'll just put some images up and then we'll see how they got on.
Right, we're absolutely bang on sunset now, but the light's been snubbed out. I assume the sun's just gone behind the cloud, just behind those mountains. But until then, wow, that light was absolutely bang tidy. Oh, stunning! And the light rays, the shafted, as Steve likes to call it, as we're shouting out across the glen. Oh, just absolutely top draw. Brilliant, brilliant. So yeah, one happy photographer. In fact, a group of happy photographers. Hang on, a group. What is the collective noun for photographers? A shambles. There's a shambles of happy photographers, that's what there is.
Silly Steve. He's left his keys on the side. Now, I bought this little device on Temu, only a couple of quid, and it plays a sound, really annoying sound, randomly every 20 minutes, or within 20 minutes. Now, my plan is I'm going to try and hide this in his van, and hopefully keep him up all night. Come with me.
You monster, Martin. Why would you do that? Oh my goodness. Shh. He'll get you back. You know it. This is gonna get so messy. Oh God, and he mows like a tart. He already looks wretched. Night, Steve. Oh. Is that what Mrs. Steve wakes up to every morning? Brave woman. Crikey. We've all been there with weird noises in the night. It's just as well stunt Colin isn't here, eh? Whew. Martin, you deserve everything you're going to get, mate. Everything. Here we go. Oh, God.
Martin!
That's right, lad. Let it out. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Martin! I'm gonna bloody kill you!
And breathe.
Martin, please. Martin, please. Stop. Well, hello there. We've all come to the study in Glencoe for this morning's shoot. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Very, very cold. Very, very ice on the walk down here, but it's a nice steady walk. And yeah, stopped here first at the actual study boulder that everyone seems to photograph. And I will get that shot shortly. But while we wait for the light to flood this valley, because it will, I've been promised, I have just taken a shot pointing right up here to this peak. I don't know if you can make it out on the camera. This snow-covered peak, really quite sort of conical looking peak. I'm actually almost just shy of 200 mil. Just a nice tight crop with layers in the scene. So you've got this sort of dark, foreboding cliff face on the left-hand side, the one in the foreground, and obviously the snow-capped peak in the background there as well. A real quite nice sort of wintry looking scene. It's got plenty of drama in it. And there was just a bit of sun kissing the top of that snow there, so a little bit of alpine glow. It looked really, really quite nice. So I'm going to pop that shot on screen and pass you over to one of the guys to talk through their shots.
All right, so we've got here, Steve and I are up by the Ralston Cross, I'll show you in a second. And today we've got some lovely clouds. Things are looking pretty epic, so not sure where. I think Gary's up that way, Sean's down that way, and Martin's down that way. We've all spread out because we've seen the light and we've got to take pictures. So hopefully the guys have got some. Here's some stuff from me and Steve. Absolutely epic views down here. Really, really happy for this. Those Three Sisters mountains look brilliant. I think that in there is the hidden valley where the massacre, the Glencoe massacres, the women and children hid in that little valley there, but ended up dying of exposure. Well, there's been hundreds of years ago. And who can imagine what this mountain has seen over the years? But I'll tell you what it's seen today, it's seen some epic light.
So I've managed to grab a photo of Ralston Cross, but it's the Three Sisters I'm all interested in, trying to get different foregrounds. I was up there earlier trying to get different foregrounds. Then got the long lens out, got the long lens out, photographing that peak. There, somewhere, there, I think it is, there. Because we've got a nice glow on it. Now the light's gone a little bit flat again, but by God, it's bitter cold. This is a shot that I've been after coming up here. This are the Three Sisters. They are unbelievably stunning mountain. The mountain range and the iconic part of Glencoe, I would say. We're just off the West Island Way, just here. Study is just down there, which I might go down there. If I go down there, I want to stop down there, and that's my problem, because I don't want to walk back up. So, is there anything up here before I actually commit to go down there? We'll see.
So back in February, I found myself in almost an identical location with almost identical conditions. I've got sunrise happening behind you, and I've got myself looking down Glencoe. Got the Three Sisters on the left-hand side with their snow-kissed peaks. Yeah, it's almost identical. The difference, I've actually got a few more clouds in the sky, and a few minutes ago they were actually catching a nice bit of colour. So that's certainly an improvement on last time I were here. I've got myself all set up, Z8's on the tripod. I'm going relatively wide, not too wide. One of the Three Sisters, this one, doesn't have any snow on it, and it looks a bit dull, a bit boring, so I'm sort of cutting that one out as much as I can, just really making sure I get those ones with the little bits of snow on the top.
Okay, I have framed up and taken the classic shot of the study. So you've got this boulder here, very significant boulder that really stands out. Placing that on the bottom left-hand third, and then framing it up in such a way that you've got sort of a nice bit of balance between the mountains on the left-hand side of the valley and the mountains on the right-hand side of the valley. What I'm really trying to avoid is you've got peaks too high on one side of the image, because that can look very unbalanced. You've also got the road from Glencoe running through here, past a house, we'll just say that, just meandering through down into the background there. Absolutely beautiful. We had a touch of light on the top of the peaks on the right hand side, and a little bit on the left hand side, and there were some nice pink clouds in the background there. Really, really was quite beautiful.
I think Colin doesn't need to see this, chaps. He really doesn't.
Finished off at the study now, walked back to the van, and Steve's cooking us all breakfast.
You, Sunshine, are bloody lucky to get anything after your antics.
Steve?
Hello.
Can I have mine crispy?
Say what's on your mind, lad.
You'll have it, or you bloody well get it.
Now that's tamer than I expected.
Who hasn't had a sausage?
Naughty.
How many sausages you had? How many did you cook? How many did you have?
Well, there was 10 sausages.
Yeah.
There's 5 of us. That's 2 each. Is my maths right?
No, you're right. It ain't adding up.
2 wet sausages. How many you had? 2. How many you had?
Stunt Colin, how many have you had?
Only 1.
Stunty, have another.
Stunt Colin's been diddled. It doesn't add up. Hang on.
Hold on a minute.
2. I'm going to bring magic fingers in.
Yeah.
2 and 2 and 1.
You're fitting in, Stunty.
See, my maths ain't good.
Yeah.
And 2 for me.
Yeah.
We're missing sausage. Who have we missed out?
Fatty boom boom.
What?
Spit it out! Spit it out now! Where is it, Dave? Where's the sausage? Where's the sausage? The hidden sausage. Where's the hidden sausage?
Well, wait!
Lads, whatever happened to the 3-second rule? Some nifty drone work going on here, Sunshines. You can't really go wrong with the A82. Or thumbs up photography, it seems.
A fellow Yorkshireman's house. Less said about him, the better.
So now we're going to see if we can photograph the S-Bends, another famous Glencoe location, which actually I've not been to before. In fact, I think only Suggy has been here before. And he's got his big pole out, which you can see him wafting around with some 360 goodness of this. So interesting to see what we make of this. Not sure there's too many or not a space for compositions. It might be we take it in turns a little bit, but it's just had a little bit of snow. The car's saying 1 degree, but it feels colder than that. It's probably wind chill, but kind of crossing our fingers that it might snow a little bit and we have some light. But a lovely location, absolutely beautiful, and easier to get to than I thought. And the hardest bit is the parking. But here we are now. Let me hand you over to one of these guys now, and they'll talk you through their shop.
Because this location is one that I've really wanted to come to, and that's why I asked Gary about info on it and just a bit of a sort of helping hand on getting good shots rather than spending time on this location. Just give us an heads up. Newcomer, this location, just give us some heads up, shutter speed, where the shots are, compositions, etc.
Well, the first thing I'm going to say is don't fall on your backside coming down the slope, which I did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't come down with 5 other photographers because there ain't enough room.
Yeah.
And then it's just my usual workflow that I do for waterfalls. Always start at 1/6 of a second, maybe a half a second, and take it from there. I've just been perched on the rock looking down, and I've actually just pushed it to about 3 seconds.
To be honest, it's probably a bit too long, but I just like the white water. I just want to really drag it out and see if we can make it look a little bit surreal.
I've just took a couple of test shots and I've bumped it up to 3, so I can see that.
Yeah,
thinking I wanted it a bit longer, and I've took it and I don't prefer it. But you never know when you get back, so
when you're here, take the shots. Take as many different shot speeds as you want, I think, of water.
But you start at 6 or 7.
Every bit of waterfall, every bit of water, every bit of white water, every waterfall, they're all different, and they're all different on different days. So take it. My logic is, with digital cameras, take as many shots as you can. So we'll be right here for shot speeds, and hopefully you'll have a winner.
And what? I assume you wouldn't normally shoot down a waterfall. You normally shoot looking back at it.
9 times out of 10 with a waterfall. The exceptions I can think of, actually, is a place you really like, opposite Strabane in North Wales. There's just a few exceptions to the rule where it really does work.
I suppose this is another one because you've got that mountain.
It's about the backdrop. The waterfall isn't really the start of the show. When it's the start of the show, yeah, you're basing the waterfall.
Would your shutter speed change because you're pointing down because you can't see the waterfall?
No.
So you no.
No, but honestly, my shutter speed is just purely adapted on how it looks on back of camera. Simple as that. Whether it's face on, side on, from behind, yeah, just purely about how it looks aesthetically on the back of the camera.
Okay, well there you go then. From the waterfall man himself. So let's try and do this guy justice and get some nice shots. Yes, I've wanted to get this shot. Gary's been here before, he's given me all the info on it. Dave as well, showed us where to park, etc, etc. Got the compositions, gave us some nice tips as well, and just helped us out to get a decent shot. And thank you guys, thank you very much.
Well, I've taken a shot of this, but clambered on down there. It's not as great as I was expecting because there's not probably enough water going through. So the white water, there's 2 little sections of it surrounded by obviously the dark water, and it needs to be more of a raging torrent, I suspect. However, I have discovered that by hand holding this with the neutral density filters, which last night I had a look at the results on my laptop and I was getting 5-second handheld and everything was dead sharp apart from the water, which obviously was blurred, which is quite amazing. I'm very confident about using this on live neutral density now. So I've gone down to about 4 stops of neutral density, gives me about a second just to blur the water, but also getting the 3 sisters in and a little tree, and things are kind of looking all right, but they could be better really. But it's a shot I've not got, shot I've taken, I now know where it is. So let me put it on the screen for you now. Let me know in the comments what you think.
Well, after that absolute shambles of a shoot, it's time to head over to Black Rock Cottage and search for some snow. Shambles of photographers are all stood here getting exactly the same shot. So we either get a snow flurry coming through, but if it's that dense, we don't get to see the buckle, we don't get to see the mountain. But I can forgive it that if we get some heavy snow, we can get that texture, we can get that painterly feel. So I've taken some quite wide angle, I think I'm at 20mm, just a classic, up against the boulder, trees on the right hand side, then the cottage. But as I say, there's no buckle, there's no mountain behind, there's just a hint of one. And that hint might be okay, that might be all we need. But I'm thinking what we're going to do, I think these guys have had the same idea, we're going to push back further, use a longer lens, use that compression, see if we can make something more of the falling snow, you know, slightly longer shutter speed, get some texture. Let's give it a whirl.
So as you might guess, we're at Black Rock Cottage and we've got snow. Fantastic. I have taken a shot already of the boulder and the cottage, the classic shot. Doesn't do a lot for me. I find the rock just takes over a little bit too much. And really it should be about the cottage. But I have taken it anyway because we have got some nice snow on top of the rock. But I thought I'd try something a little bit different. And I've come to the right a bit, as you can see where my tripod is there. And got the rock out of the frame completely and just made it about the cottage and this set of trees on the right hand side. And with the snow that's coming down, I'm going for sort of about a third of a second, which is just getting some nice sort of painterly streaks of snow coming through. It should work out quite nice. I'm making use of some of these boulders down here which has got some snow in them. So let me put the shot on screen for you now, and I'll pass you through to one of the other guys.
So this is my last image.
I heard shutter go off. I think it might be a belter.
It's an absolute belter. Look at the moment.
What's that? What's that orange thing? What's that orange?
Orange snowflakes.
What's that? What's that orange thing? Sorry, Steve. My bad.
Payback time.
Snow is falling all around us. Children playing, having fun. Tis the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everybody. From all the thumbs up team.
Merry Christmas, everybody, even if this does go out in July. We do hope you've enjoyed exploring with us and seeing some lovely images, as well as some great locations. Now, for a few of our thoughts.
For me, it would have to be Blackrock Cottage in the snow. It was absolutely immense. You know, we had quite a tough morning, covered quite a few steps, and it was blimmin' freezing. But, you know, by the time we had a coffee and a cake at the cafe down in Hajdukiewicz, I think it was just ready to try and find something else. And, you know, it looked like there possibly could be some snow. And we got up there, and, yeah, as we got higher and higher, snow started coming down. And then we got there, and it was just absolutely amazing. I may not have got my best shot, but that experience was outstanding.
My favourite location of the week was the S-Bends at Glencoe with the two of the three sisters in the background there. It's a place and a location first of all, I wanted to know where it was and to visit and to photograph. And it did not disappoint one little bit. So I can't wait to actually get back home and look at the images.
I've got a soft spot for Torrenlochen. I love going there. It's a real sort of quiet, zen-like place for me in Glencoe. Great as Glencoe is and all those honeypot locations, I just love, I don't know just how peaceful it is. You're so close to the A82 and yet you can't hear a pin drop. It's just, I just absolutely love that place. This is my second time in a month. Last time it was the height of autumn, so I really was spoilt, to be honest. But the reflections this time, they made up for it as well. So yeah, definitely Torrenlochen for me.
I think probably the study is my favourite place to go. I just think the views down there are just incredible. I've been there before, didn't have the clouds, didn't have the sky, but today we had the sky. When we went there, we had the sky, and it was just magnificent.
Favourite location? I didn't get there, did I? I got left behind.
You tell him, Colin.
I got forgotten.
Buggers.
The one I would like to return to, for a couple of reasons, is the weather and other different things, is the road down, the mossy road down to Lochlochie, because the weather weren't particularly good. I'd got problems with the camera, and I probably wasn't feeling it at that moment in time, and you know it's just a location that's just got so much to offer. The waterfall at the end there was raging, so we couldn't photograph that properly. And then I went into the loch to try and get that one shot separation, and I just couldn't do it, so I didn't even achieve that. So that's a place I actually want to return to for multiple reasons, really.
Definitely the S-Bends, because that's got so much potential. But today the water wasn't rough enough, it wasn't enough flow to it. I felt like the composition was disjointed a little bit. I think with more water flowing through there, we'd kind of tie up together better. So definitely want to go back to the S-Bends.
For me, it'd have to be Torrenlochen. We got there, you know, that morning. Well, we went there twice. The first morning we went there and the weather was absolutely atrocious and there was no reflections at all. But then we went back the second day and the reflections, it was like glass. But I'd love to go back there in autumn
with incredible, you know, autumn colours, maybe some snow in the mountains. I just think that would be an absolutely incredible shot.
How can I return to a location I've never been to? Told you, I didn't get there.
Surely, there's a helpline you can call.
Biggest challenge 2 for me. First thing is, problem with the drone. First of all, I've changed my phone over the last week and realised that the actual connection was different, and I'd left the connector at home. Didn't think about that. And then, of course, it needed to have an update just when you want to fly it. So that's the way equipment goes. But we overcame both of those things. And the other thing, I'm sure the other guys have said, was the water, the rain that we had on the first day. But actually, I thought this was just going to be rubbish. I was soaked. It was horrible. But the images I looked at on the computer, really, really happy with those. I was very surprised, actually. So kind of a negative and also a positive on that one.
For me, it was the first day of the trip. We arrived in Glencoe with such high anticipation for, you know, the next few days. But every single time we stepped out the car or the van, the rain just came absolutely pounding down, and trying to find compositions in that weather was very difficult. But although it was challenging, I actually think we managed to come away with some really nice images at the end, especially around that woodland by Lockie. It was absolutely incredible. The bearded lichen coming, you know, from the trees, and just the overall atmosphere was absolutely stunning.
Well, I'm sure the other guys have said it, but it's got to be that weather, that rain on that first day. Couple that with the fact that they dragged me to some woodland, which just isn't my thing. So basically I had all the misery of the rain, followed by just being in woodland, and then being dragged into a spooky haunted church. Yeah, that's going to go down in my memory as, well, a memorable day, but a very, very tough day.
Oh, you're taking the
Well, that's the end of this Scotland special of Thumbs Up the Photography Show. I really hope you've enjoyed yourselves. The photography, fantastic. The location, second to none. And, well, the laughs. Oh, the laughs have been amazing. Nothing beats the humour and camaraderie of like-minded individuals. I've been crying with laughter. But sadly, all good things must come to an end. And this also marks the end of this series of Thumbs Up the Photography Show. But don't worry, we're already filming series 2. We've been out on location. We've already started putting things together. So I'd like to thank you from all the team. That's myself, Steve, Martin, Dave, the fella who we always forget, Colin, and of course, the voice from above, Louise. We'd all like to thank you for watching. And until next time, on series 2, goodbye. Steve, yeah? You doing a pano?
No.
What are you doing?
Just a pan.
Oh, just a pan?
Just a pan.
Just a pan. We're heading back now. We're going to get some breakfast. Hopefully you've seen everyone.
Married to a photographer or in love with one. When we say half an hour.
What was your favourite location?
Oh, it's too hot here. Oh, thank you very much. Really miss Scotland. Miss the snow. Miss the boys. How about cheese? Got an idea.